What up, people? Hit that like and subscribe when you walk in. Hit the like and subscribe. What's good? What's going on? I'll put the link right in right now. Put the link right in. What happened? Oh, there it goes. Truth over facts was good, bro. Grant was good. I just sent the link if you guys want to join in. It's gonna be kind of like a quick one. Cause I take the kids to a cookout. But join in, no, join in. Talk about this Laker game.
What's good?
What's good? How are you?
I'm all right. What's up? What's up?
Ain't shit. What you think about the game?
Kuzma really impressed me.
Cool, yeah. He looked
But
real good. It just took like 2 shots I ain't like. I'm like, he
yeah,
forced it.
only thing that disappointed me was JaVale and Dwight.
Yeah, they ain't do this quiet tonight. It's real quiet.
Dwight always getting offensive fouls for some reason.
Yeah. And it's like
He don't know how
when the
to set
ball go to
screens.
him, his hand's not that good. I tell people that's just like when they give it to him, it's like he always fumble. He never to get it and just go right up. Like
Exactly.
I think Dion dropped the pass to him. He fumbled it.
And he missed.
Yeah.
Dion probably would have had like 15 points if it wasn't for Dwight.
Dion would have had what?
Probably like 15 points if it wasn't for Dwight. Because he hit like 2 threes and it didn't count because of Dwight.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. That's crazy. What's the score? No love. What's good? What's the score now? Because I had to. I want to run down here before I get some time in here. I
When I
know it's like
left,
2 minutes left.
it was like 109 or 114.
Oh, okay. Anybody tell me the score or thoughts on Kuz? Kuz is the good. He got to stay like that. He got to stay aggressive. Um, we needed that. AD went out. That's what we need from him. You know, he looked good today. He looked good. Like he had a little more effort on defense. What's your thoughts on Kuz? Because that's what they want to know. Grant, what's your thoughts on Kuz? That's what they want to know. I told him mine.
Oh, my thoughts on Kuz.
Yeah,
I like. I ain't gonna lie. I like that Kuz was aggressive. I liked his shots in the first quarter, especially because I think he was 4 for 4 in the first quarter. But like you said, he took 2 shots I didn't like. But other than it, he and today he showed me he tried. I could see he tried on defense today. I can see them tweets was getting to his head. I can see he tried on defense today.
yeah, he did. They give a much better effort. That's no love. That's true. We need him to be consistent. The scrimmage over.
Exactly.
I left. It was like when I left. It was like 2 minutes. I went there and do this live because I'm gonna be in for like 30 minutes. 35 minutes.
Yeah, I said
I
it was
take.
11 seconds left, 119 to 112.
Okay, so it's over pretty much.
Lakers won.
Okay. I wonder why Horton Tucker ain't play.
Oh no, because I seen him on the side. And
Yeah.
cool. I ain't gonna lie. Another person that disappointed me was Caruso. He was just fouling like a.
But I told people and the game exposed it. He think he can great defense. He don't. Like he got exposed. He couldn't go by. People got what they want. It's like when DJ Augustine went by him. He gave him a little hesitation. He jumped, he bumped him, and he shot it.
Exactly.
Like
Crazy.
I tell people that like they too much of this Caruso stuff, and I see people on Twitter talk like he the Lakers' third best player. It's very disrespectful, you know. I'm like, I don't never. Every time I watch him, I never see nothing special. I never see nothing would make me think like, oh, he gonna be good. You know, or like, oh, he get a little more reps, he's gonna be. I don't see nothing. I see nothing. Every once in a while, he may see. It's the thing. NBA, anybody can get dunked on, or he may stick up and dunk, or sometimes they make his dunks more than what it is.
Yep.
He's very overrated amongst Laker fans.
Because he was just filing like a...
And you know what stat I hate they always throw out? When him and LeBron James in the game. I hate that.
They love saying it.
Yeah, because it don't tell the whole story. It don't tell the whole story. You talk about two players, really one. LeBron being there with a lot of different people.
Yep.
Now one player. Now the other three players, it just so happened the Lakers playing good. It's not like the thing that kills me. Like if you hear something like that, you'll normally think like, okay, when he in there, Kuz need to keep that same energy. Yeah, you're right, Jose. You're right.
Because he was balling.
Yeah, and the Deanna bucket, yeah, it's like so easy for him. It's like so easy for him, and that's J.R. Smith. He still need more time.
I ain't gonna lie though, we missing Rondo because
yeah,
when LeBron leave the court, ain't no playmaking.
Yeah. JR, he do a lot of stupid stuff, man. What's good, Steve?
JR be acting like he be high on the court.
Yeah, JR, his mind, like, he don't play with no, like, his basketball IQ is, like, low. Like, you never seen him do anything and you be like, oh, wow, smart play. That's what worries me about him. Yeah, Kuz is the guy today.
The tweets was getting to him.
Oh yeah,
but my MVP
high release point.
My MVP of today's game is Caldwell Pope because he was balling.
He played good too. You say MVP more than Kuz?
I expect Kuzma to do that because he's supposed to be the third. He's supposed to be the third option. I expect him to want to give me 20-some points.
Malik was good. Yeah, that's true. You know what's crazy? We so used to him not playing good this year.
So Kuzma trending right now. Just because he played good. I said Kuzma trending right now.
Yeah, Deion closed the game. What happened at the end of it? Because I left like 2 minutes to come start this live.
I left too.
Yeah, KCP did turn around this year. Yeah. Y'all want the link? Anybody? I'll put the link back up.
And I ain't never seen nobody stay out that long for a poke in the eye.
I know, right?
I'm like, what? AD always getting these little ticky-tack injuries.
And his whole career been like that. I tell people that people say injury prone. He never, I don't want to speak on it, but it always those type injuries like that.
Fingers, bruised fingers, eye poke in the eye.
Yeah. Like he get AD and they look like people like, oh, he injury prone. Like reason why it seems like that, like in the whole season, this AD, even like in New Orleans, AD, no, I don't care about him coming in the game today, but I'm just saying like his career. AD he probably played like the first 16 games. He'll get a little knick-knack injury, out 4 games. Come back, get another nick injury, maybe 3 games. Come back, another injury, then miss 6 games. Those AD type injuries.
Yep.
And so after the season, you'll see a breaking news, AD out, and the injury may be like 1 or 2 weeks, 1 or 2 weeks, 1 or 2 weeks, or 2 weeks out for 2 to 4 weeks or something like that. But it's never nothing like crazy.
And the Lakers should have signed Terrence Ross. I like Terrence Ross.
And I'm gonna get to that, Terrence Ross. That's another thing. What Malik said, Rondo the same way.
Yep.
Rondo and AD always have like little finger injuries and shit. Like Rondo always had like bad like.
It seemed like Rondo always breaking his hand for
Yeah,
some reason.
he's doing breaking his hand like back I think in Boston. Like he always had like some injuries, broken finger, broken bone. You know what I'm saying? And Rondo always had some type of injuries. But what you said about Terrence Ross is crazy because I don't know if you was on the live with us, but I know like Jose and us like when free agency started, then I did a live and we was talking about it. And I posed a question. Yeah, Cook should get more minutes. I like Cook. I love his bounce, his energy. But and he helped. But we talked about, I know Jose probably remember. I don't know if he was on live, Malik. Oh yeah, everybody was on live last year. And I posed a question. A lot of people like, no, wait for Kawhi, wait for Kawhi. But I was saying, do y'all think we should wait for Kawhi? Because we was going live and stuff like that. And, Terrence Ross, because I remember we were saying, like, if we can't get, I posed a couple questions. I said, with the max slot we got, should we just, we had like 23 million. I said, the 23 million, should we split it up or get one player? Some people was in the mix. Y'all remember that? You remember that, Frank?
I remember that.
Yeah.
I was all in on Kawhi, but
you was all in on Kawhi, right?
I regret that now.
Yeah. Some people was all in on Kawhi. It's like, forget it, wait. Some people was like, I remember had Terrence Ross, Jeremy Lamb, it was Terrence Ross, Jeremy Lamb. Who else? Like was people always wanted like for the Lakers.
I think we could have got Augustine too.
Yeah, but it was what's the name? Danny Green. As far as two guards and shooters.
And Danny Green plays no defense either.
He don't.
LeBron kept LeBron.
Hey I was gonna get to that when Malik just said Dudley. He looks.
He had to say. He had to say.
He don't even look like no basketball player. He look round and put like, come on, man.
He had to say.
Like he looks horrible. He don't even look like an NBA player. To me, he never really looked like an NBA player. But now, like, come on, he needs to sit it down. Like if they gonna pay him, this for a locker room, anything, not just like he looks horrible.
They trying to get him that Kendrick Perkins role.
Yeah, but he looked bad, like his body, and the way he running up the court, and he already like 30. Like that's to me, that's a roster spot can be needed though. Like I get what you're saying. He's not.
They should let him go instead of letting Troy Daniels go.
No, but see the thing why they had to see his locker room presence is strong, but you could hire him not to even play, just to be. You know what I'm saying? He looked horrible.
That's why people went crazy when they signed him over Melo.
Yeah, but Malik said he wasn't even shaping the start of the season. He always looked like pudgy and slow, like to me. I think he's probably a little better shape, but he never really. Yeah, you're right, Steve. What did he do?
I ain't gonna lie, AD like he been pumping the weights.
Yeah.
AD like he can got a little bigger.
Yeah. And see, one thing I noticed about the Lakers, me being a Laker fan, Lakers for some reason, and this is a mistake they made, and I think it come back and bite them. If you especially look through the Lakers, let's say the last 7, 8 years, it's like they always throw away a roster spot on somebody who shouldn't be there. It's because somebody a fan favorite. I don't like that about the Lakers. I don't. So they had Robert Sacre for what? Robert Sacre was super duper garbage. He wasted a Laker roster spot for years. Slava Mandinko. I don't get why he was on the team. Then at one time we had Mike Penmurphy. And yeah, Luke Walton. Yeah, like it's spots where like because a guy people like them. Nah, I don't like that.
Oh yeah, I got a question to ask you. What you think about the Tom Thibodeau deal that just went down? 5 years for the Knicks.
I don't think Tom Thibodeau is a good coach in this era.
They wanted Jason Kidd to get their job.
Ryan Kelly, exactly. Yeah.
Ryan Kelly was terrible.
Yeah. But the fans like them, and that's sometimes the Laker Nation is strong. Like one thing when you have a female. Now I'm pretty sure most of the guys, but this is not a knock against females. I don't know why I say that. But most of the time with female, and by Jeannie being the owner, and even before, even with Mitch and Jim, she still had a strong voice. When women involved, their emotion. They hidden or they like to, and not just women, most business people. If the fans like them, they gonna satisfy the fans. They gonna satisfy the fans. Yeah, yeah. The Knicks. He said Knicks would never get it right. Yeah, Bucks is. Oh my God, the Bucks is looking good. But yeah, the Knicks. I think Kenny Atkinson would have been a better coach. I don't think Tom Thibodeau is good for this era, Grant.
No, I don't like Tom Thibodeau. I got a personal vendetta against Tom Thibodeau.
Oh yeah? Why happened?
Yeah, because I ain't gonna never forget that Philly Bulls series. Bulls was up double-digit points. This man left Derrick Rose in the game.
Yo, a lot of people don't like him because of that.
And then we all know what happened.
A lot of people don't like him. They had 80 points in 20 minutes, the Bucks.
The Bucks scored 131 points.
In 40 minutes. Mississippi Dog was good. But that's what I'm saying. That Derrick Rose injury was an injury that should never have happened. It should have never, at least not that big. Because injuries happen all the time, but it was a playoff, especially playoff time.
Again, it was game one.
You automatically know I need, in playoff time, I knew this as a kid. You need every ounce of your leg because you playing or at another level. The game is over. There's no need, no players to be out there. There's no need, we need extra reps. Nah. That point of year, everything should be solidified. Everything, sometimes like you play, like for instance, let's say somebody just got back off the injury. Mm-hmm. And like in the regular season, you be like, all right, I'm trying to, get him into games. That's a little different. Like, what was the excuse? This your best player. When he hurt like a minute 36, right?
Yep.
I remember they was wearing that on whatever the time was. I can't remember. I think it's a minute 36. A lot of people in Chicago was walking around. What's up, Banks? A lot of people walking around Chicago with that shirt a minute and whatever time was left in the game. Mm-hmm. And had I can't remember the thing, but I remember the time on that. And that killed Derrick Rose's career right there.
He was never the same after that.
Never the same. He never should have been out there. The game was over.
And then D Rose already a high usage player at that.
That's what I'm saying. He a high usage player. In the playoffs, you need, what round was that? Second, right?
Yep.
If you thinking long term championship, every minute counts where they could be on the bench. He said
Crazy.
he start Alpha Payton over LaMelo. He's just not good for this era. Like this era and the new style of NBA is not about that. If you have to
It's
deal with kids different now than you did back in the days. Your own children.
New Yorkers. I feel sorry for New Yorkers that love the Knicks because they might well just join the Brooklyn bandwagon at this point.
Yeah. Wow. You see what Steve wrote?
That was his punishment for being active to LeBron. Wade and Bosh joining him and Noah in Chicago 10 years ago. Damn, that's messed up.
Yeah. I don't think Mark Jackson getting no job now.
Yeah, I
I
think he
think
done
that's
for
the
him.
only chance right there. But he's not getting that Brooklyn job. I don't think he definitely get a job this year. I don't really see too many changes gonna come after.
I don't even see why Brooklyn fired Kenny Atkinson.
I think it has something to do with Kyrie and Durant. It had to.
Because
It
that man,
had,
wait,
one thing
that
with Coach,
man, that man was a good coach. It had to be because of KD and Kyrie.
yeah, it had to. Like it's obvious. Like I just don't know what it is, but something happened. But the thing is, like sometimes these coaches, GMs, one thing I know we all heard this, and I live life like this. That saying, keep it simple, stupid. You heard that before, right?
Yep.
That sometimes is the best way to when you try to do too much, people try to outsmart and like Daryl Morey's good for that. That's why he makes bad trades. He try
Mm-hmm.
to Daryl Morey wants to be the smartest person. You have to sometimes keep things simple. All he had to do take Derrick Rose out the game. You told take every starter out the game, not just Derrick Rose, every starter.
Yep.
It's like it's no need.
He just had one MVP.
I think Ty Lue gonna get that job for some reason.
Ty Lue need a head coaching job.
Yeah, I would love to see Derrick Rose stay healthy. I'd love to see him stay healthy.
Because I used to love those Bulls Miami matchups.
I wonder how it was out there when he left him in and reports came out of his injury.
Man,
How
that
it
hurt.
was out there in Chicago. Cause see, I ain't no Chicago fan, so it's like I was just like, it's different.
Then Philly had won the series. I knew the
He said
Bulls were done
Ty
for.
Lue go coach college. If Ty Lue don't get this next job, I don't think he getting no job.
Yeah, it's gonna be over with.
Yo, the next job is tied in. If Ty Lue and Mark Jackson, if either one of them get that next job, I don't see them getting that job.
Damn.
I definitely see him playing that lineup. See you later.
That's Taj Gibson. I wouldn't start Taj Gibson.
No, I don't think he's starting, but I get what he was saying.
I ain't gonna lie, I love Mitchell. See, now I don't want to trade Kuzma no more. See,
He
it's a
said,
night,
"Nah, see
it's a
you
day and night thing with Kuzma, man.
see
He
you
make
can't
you
be
hate
like
him one. He make you hate him one game, then he make you love him the next. I don't know. It's just
nah." Who's with the decision broke up when the season over?
hmm,
That's how we got to judge him. We can't
true.
we can't we can't do it like game for game. Reason why I think, see, I'm not. To me, it's like the reason why I think they're gonna trade him if he shows that he cannot play when Bron and AD on the court.
Hmm.
I just don't see the Lakers keeping him because they're not gonna have a high price player and they can't utilize him and be on the floor as one of your best lineups. And they got
True.
clear holes at the 1 and the 2.
True.
Yeah, clear holes at the 1 and the 2.
Cause you already know Danny Green can't guard nothing.
Yo,
Malik was
Curtin,
clear.
could you hear me?
I
Was
had
my
you
mic
clear.
low? All right.
I had you clear.
All right, hold on. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's the thing. As a team, you will want at least your best 5,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that is if Kuzma your third best player and he cannot close games, that's a problem.
And I noticed something about the Lakers. It seems like they're every third quarter they blow big leads. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Every third quarter, they're not a good third quarter team for some reason.
yeah, they do kind of miss it. That's just why I always say it's good to have like high power offense and athletic defensive guys. You always get to keep leads.
Yep.
Yep. You know that's the thing. Like you have to have a unit where you can survive like massacre runs. Where you have defensive athletic guys who people gonna compete defensively, but then you got off. That's why I do like Williams.
Mm-hmm.
What I think about Waiters, I like Waiters. And I think that helps like when it comes to like third quarter bursts. Like when you building a team, you gotta have at least 2 highly scoring guys like off your bench to keep it going.
Right now, our best guard is KCP.
Yeah, I see. He said closing lineup: Howard, AD, Kuz, Dion, and Braun.
I think our closing lineup, we should have AD at the 5.
I like AD at the 5 at the closing lineup.
I don't trust Dwight in at all in the closing line because Dwight is so athletic, yet he's so I don't know. It's just
To me, you know what I like? Not closing lineup. It'd be AD, Braun, Kuz, Dion, and KCP.
I like that
Yeah, I like that.
because Dion the dog.
Yeah, Dion got to be out there.
He looking better than JR to me, but that's understandable because JR
Yeah.
played.
They only played a couple of years.
JR looks better on defense, though.
Yeah, he do look more up. But JR, his IQ is just so poor.
Yeah, JR. I don't know what he be doing. JR just be doing a lot of running around.
The thing I hate about Danny Green, when he gets hit with the screen, he just stops trying.
He stopped trying, exactly. And also, he cannot. Yo, I know y'all saw this in the beginning of the game. JaVale McGee, he had it. It looked like he wanted to throw a lob, but he realized who it was. Danny Green cut to the basket. It wouldn't have worked. And JaVale swooped in. And they said he wasn't, because he shot one hook shot and he missed. He knew what he was doing. And even the commentator said, yo, he said he wasn't sure what he wanted to do. He had it and look, he wanted to throw like a lob. The Lakers throw a lot of lobs. He saw it with Danny Green and he shot it and went short. Danny Green can't do nothing. Danny Green can't do
He's
nothing.
not bad, but he's not worth the money.
No.
Did y'all see?
His last
Did y'all
big,
see when JaVale tried to throw the lob to Caruso? I was like, this man tried to throw a lob to Caruso.
yeah. JaVale is funny, man.
JaVale doesn't need to post up ever again in his life. His post up game is
Oh, his
hard.
hook shots, I don't know. What are you doing?
Now, like he good at this screen cutting lobs and stuff. That's his whole offense. Lob.
Yeah, he gets those reverse dunks, the lobs.
That's why I said I want Boogie, man. That's why, because I don't trust Dwight Howard.
Dwight always fumble the ball.
Always fumbling. Every time he get in his hands, he can't never just get it and go up.
One game he'll be the best rebounder on the court. The next game he'll be fumbling it.
But he fumbled every game. Even the games he played, he always fumbling. Like anytime he get a drop off pass and they pass it to him, he's going to fumble. If it's not an alley oop where he's catching, if he's going straight in, any drop pass he's fumbling, and that's bad because everything can't be in the air, and he's not as athletic like he used to be. That lob, JR throw was nice.
Yeah, that was good.
That lob was nice. They said Cools has lethal and looking good for like a future All-Star. Order for him to be an All-Star, he had to round out his game. You're not just gonna score points and be, especially in today's. You gotta do a little more.
No matter how good Kuz plays, I think he's gonna get traded.
He said if who playing at 3 and 4, I say whoever depends on the matchup, who they playing. Cools or Braun, they could pick their poison. Marquise Morris, I think he's cleared to play the next game. If I'm not mistaken, I forgot how it go, but he just returned on I think Tuesday.
Against the Clippers and Rocket, I like Markieff at the 5.
Who?
I like Markieff at the 5 when they're versus Clippers and Rockets.
Yes. He said, Boogie be on the Lakers next year. They get rid of Green and Avery. I think by Avery not being there, I think now the Lakers will be, if he pick up his options, I still think the Lakers will be open to getting rid of him. I just think that. I think it'd be a little easy for them to move him now.
Avery has some decent value.
Oh, yeah. He has some nice value. He definitely has some nice value. And he's not old.
I don't know. Do you trust Boogie to stay healthy though?
Yeah. I just think it's freak injuries and he just got banged up. I just can't see it happening again. I don't think I don't think he that cursed.
Yeah, the thing with Boogie is he doesn't get injured in the same spot. He got unlucky.
Yeah. I think all his injuries like freak act. That's the scary part about I see why teams would be leery because all of them was freak. He's at the free throw line with the Pelicans when he tore his Achilles. And he jumped. That was a freak accident. The one with the Golden State, the thigh with the thigh contusion, he ran for the ball. And even the one with the ACL, it was like freakish.
Crazy. Yeah, Boogie slimmed down.
Easy. Huh?
I was looking forward to seeing Slim Boogie. When I seen that little headline that said Boogie got hurt, that hurt my heart.
You said 10 mil at least. See you later. 10 million for what? What they talk about? How much is Dwight? Dwight ain't getting no 10 million in free agency.
Dwight's not getting paid that much.
Dwight ain't getting no 10 million. I can pretty much guarantee you that.
I just don't like Dwight.
Huh?
I don't like the white mentality. He laughs and smiles too much for me.
He do. Everything's a joke to him. But it's not that everything. The thing why I don't think he gets 10 million for a number of reasons. One, it's like a lot of people when you had like so much of a history of being the way he was, a lot of teams ain't gonna look at. You know what a lot of teams gonna look at? Oh, he playing with Bron. So that's why he stayed cool. Mm-hmm. He had no option. So teams gonna look at that and be like, they ain't gonna take that chance.
Yep.
No, I'm not. Yeah, he always been like that. I'm not talking about him laughing. I'm talking about his person, like the things he wasn't getting along, teammates, all his other stops. I'm not talking about him laughing. All his stops, Howard had the last few stops, he had problems in Houston. He had problems in Washington. Yeah, Charlotte. It wasn't really, but he had but they solved it. He did have a little situation in Charlotte, and it kind of got fixed quick. But the thing is, a lot of teams, the money going back. I'm gonna name a few reasons why Howard ain't getting 10 million. One, the money getting shorter. Two, the teams that do have cap space they not paying him. They're not even gonna sign Dwight Howard. Think about it. Teams like the Knicks got salary cap, they don't want no Dwight Howard. Cleveland, they don't want Dwight Howard. Detroit, they don't want Dwight Howard. Atlanta, they don't want him back. So it's only like 6 teams that got like some type of cap space, 6 to 7 teams. Indiana, I think they got cap space. They don't want him. So teams who do, it's like a select few teams you could be like, all right, actually, a team that Dwight Howard got to be a championship, a high-level contender team. He said the Mavericks, I don't think they got 10 million. I think that's a good team. Him with Dallas would be like a perfect match.
Tim Hardaway got a big contract.
Huh?
Tim Hardaway got a big contract. I don't think they have enough money for him.
Yeah, I don't think they have enough money. The Clippers don't got 10 million in cap space.
I don't think the Clippers are bringing back Montrezl next season.
I got a feeling they're gonna lose him. A team, somebody gonna offer him.
Hornets will overpay him. Hornets will overpay him or some shit.
What's that? Phoenix. Let me see. Yeah, Grizzlies. Phoenix and Grizzlies wouldn't want him. Phoenix got Ayton and Grizzlies got Valanciunas. So even if they do give him a backup, they're not paying no backup no $10 million. I can see him like $5 million. I can see that. Golden State Warriors, they don't have cap space. But
you see Carmelo getting paid 10 mil?
Huh?
You see Carmelo getting paid 10 mil? On
No.
a 2-year deal?
No. One thing, them older guys that like Howard, Carmelo, and they had like issues and things like that. A lot of teams not just going to do that. They'd rather develop their young players. It's like a select few teams they have to go to. Mm-hmm. Carmelo, I was just telling, and I saw I watched Ticket TV joint. It's like a glimpse. I ain't stay on there long. He said he give Melo 600,000. You funny? And I was watching it. He's like, see, I'm telling you, now, he needs to watch the Lakers. The Lakers had a chance to get this man for a minimum contract. Now, the way he played, he gonna get the bag. No, he not. Melo ain't getting no bag this summer.
Melo is not getting no bag.
Steve said it right. Both of them guys gonna get partial minimum deals. They both. And they gonna get like one year, maybe 2 with options. They ain't getting no 3-year deal. They not doing it. They not these teams. If you just watch the history of the NBA and you look how teams operate, most teams just not gonna do it. A good team, they don't have that much salary left, and a good team always try to get you at a bargain. Melo had to humble himself a lot.
That's why I don't see why Reggie Jackson went to the Clippers.
Huh? Who you said went to the Clippers?
That's why I don't see why Reggie Jackson would go to the Clippers instead of come to the Lakers. If you went to the Lakers and started balling, you could have got your bag. You ain't gonna get no playing time with the Clippers like that.
Yeah, Clippers, yeah. Yeah. Only way you'd be out if Landry Shamet decide not to come back. That opens some minutes.
Yep.
You said Clippers of Boston, Miami or Boston, they still ain't paying no big money. Most teams, if you think about it, look at the position they play. Number one, Carmelo played one side on your offensive end of the game, right? Melo, what is he? A 3 or 4? So those questions. Then he's older. Teams ain't throwing no bag at that. And it's not like he's that same scorer that getting you 25, 26 a night. Melo right now is probably like a solid 14-point scorer. And teams feel, most teams, I'm telling you what teams going to do. Most teams, if they got a young player they trying to develop, they ain't going to touch Melo. This thing half the league is don't really have a chance of winning.
CP3, Bron, Melo, Cruz, and AD. I don't like Melo playing the 3. I would rather have Kuzma playing the 3 and Melo playing the 4.
Melo's too slow for the 3.
Who?
Melo is too slow for the 3 now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather have Melo playing the 4 and Kuzma playing the 3 if that happened.
I don't want none of them at the 3.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, Dudley trash, man. Dudley don't do nothing.
Next year, Lakers cannot just be on this nice guy stuff and Dudley. They need to be like, listen, I like you. If you could get another offer from the team, cool. But they got to just hire. They can hire him as a special something. I don't know.
I'm saying, why do they need a locker room guy? They have LeBron James. What more can Jared
that's what I'm saying.
Tell you?
Last year, but this year they didn't do it. And I ain't gonna lie. They said in most places, all of them. I ain't gonna lie. I do believe he do have an effect on the locker room, but too many people said it. Danny Green has a show. Everybody came on. He had damn near every Lake on his show. They all talked about Dudley. And then if you hear him talk, you can see he do have a positive effect.
Yeah, but we got him for 1 year. We're good now. You got the locker room good.
That I feel you. That's what I'm saying. We cannot just waste roster spots like that. You just can't just say, okay, he's a locker room guy and he don't really fit in on the floor, so we're gonna just give you hold a roster spot.
Melo a good locker room guy. He could have had this spot.
I think the league gonna have amnesty this year. I really do.
If CP3 comes to the Lakers, Lord, they're gonna be nice.
That's the only way we're getting Chris Paul.
I don't see the Lakers getting Grant. Grant gonna get paid. Grant gonna get paid this year.
What happened to the other Grant brother?
Last I checked, he's on Orlando, but I guess he ain't on their team either. Yeah, Grant, he has an option. Jeremy Grant has an option. I don't see Grant on the Lakers. But he have an option. He can pick up his option and stick with the $9 million he's going to get, or opt out and get some money. The Lakers need a new start in backcourt. That's what the Lakers need. They need younger, fresher legs.
I wouldn't mind KCP.
Is there a way we could get McCollum?
I don't see it. I don't see it because, one, Portland, when you got Bron and AD, a lot of teams going to be real skeptical about dropping a third guy in the Lakers. Then the one we don't really have much to give, one. Two, it'll be hard. I think our best way of getting a big player on the amnesty rule.
You know what would be a good trade? Kuzma for Norman Powell.
But
no.
He's not no third guy.
No, Norman Powell ain't talented as Kuzma.
Oh, he said for Kuzma?
Mm-hmm.
No, I ain't trading Norman Powell for Kuzma, but Norman Powell's good, but not as the third best. The Lakers need like a real good, like third best player that's consistent. That's why I like Spencer. I think Spencer's a good third best player.
You think Nets will give us Spencer for Kuzma?
It's possible because if you think about it, Kuzma fit the Nets perfectly. This thing like this, the Nets starting lineup. Kyrie at the 1. LeVert at the 2. Durant at the 3. Kuzma at the 4. with DJ, he fit perfectly. Because now
True.
Spence got to come off the bench when Kyrie.
Yeah, but why would they get Spencer for Kuzma when they could easily go for McCollum and make a package?
No, I get what you're saying, but you asked what he said Kuzma ain't no 4, but he is a 4. Like
Kuz is a 4. Kuz like 6'9".
Who's a 4?
No, I get no. I don't think Jose's saying it as in his height. His height is a 4, but he talk about like his banging. But in today's NBA, he's a 4. I think
he's a 4. He gets decent rebounds too.
Let's be real. Kuzma can't guard nobody, so his position don't matter.
In today's NBA, he's like a 4. He's definitely not no 3.
I seen Kuzma playing good defense today for a couple of possessions.
He did.
He tried today.
I definitely that's why I like Schroeder, because I think he got the type of game he play big in the playoffs. He got that. I guarantee he's gonna have a good playoff series, because he played good with the Hawks.
Yeah,
I like the Dion pickup we got.
He'd be good for the Rockets, yeah. Lakers need 2 guys in their backcourt that's like 28 years old. They don't need no 21, 22 years old. They don't need
What's Dion's age?
33. Yeah, around Dion's age. They need 2 good guys that's young and Ibaka? Oh man. I would love Ibaka.
Nah, Raptors gonna overpay him because they don't get anyone in free agency.
They're gonna get paid. And then one thing about Masai Ujiri, every African player he's trying to lock that in. He's like he's trying to really bring his people into that team. They got like 4 or 5 people from Africa.
Marc Gasol isn't coming back to the Raptors.
I need a Darren Collison Oladipo backcourt next year.
Oh, yo, I like that, and I think that could easily happen. Even though Darren Collison over 28, but
Darren Collison and Oladipo would be nasty.
That will be defensive. Oh man,
I think we can do that too.
I think we might be in position to get Oladipo. If he don't have, Ibaka gonna get paid. If he don't have a big summer, because now they're gonna have to either get rid of him or pay him max money again. Because you're gonna ask boys actually they home team for the max money. So
if we get Oladipo, I think we can easily get a good point guard to mess up with him.
I think so.
To get
Chris Dunn.
To get Oladipo, we're gonna need Kuzma to show up in the playoffs.
You're 100% right about that. That's the key. If Kuzma show up in the playoff, we could. If Kuzma show up, we could get Oladipo. Because you could put Oladipo. People always love shooters, so Danny Green always. One thing, Danny Green, we might not like him, but one thing, Danny Green always gonna have some value because he can shoot.
Yep,
he don't mess up the locker room. He don't complain. He got good size for his position. He battle tested. So, and he only have 1 year left on the contract. So, Danny Green got value. We might not like him, but he has value. So, you got Danny Green, Kuzma. If we throw Avery Bradley, that's still in the deal.
I want to keep Avery Bradley.
Yeah, but we might have to throw him in a deal like that. If Kuzma play good and Danny Green play solid, we might have to do it because I think like this. A lot of other teams going at them too. See, we can't just think of we have to think of the competition. Number one, teams don't be quick to want to trade with the Lakers. So with the Lakers, you might have to overpay. So if Kuz can get the Lakers, because if the Lakers win a championship, and he getting us like 15, 16 points, and he's solid, he don't have to be great. That's solid where teams could be like, whoa, and have like a couple games like we had today in the playoffs, like like one big game in the first round, one big game in the second round, one big game in the third round, one big game in the final. If you have like 4 big games, but like either spread out in each round, one in each round, and then like decent games in between, and the Lakers win, that's all.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good combination.
When you win, your whole team's value goes up. Like you seen Danny Green in the offseason?
Exactly. Your whole value. Exactly. When you win a championship, your whole value goes up. And then not only that, like I said, a trade like that, like I said, Danny Green, you have to put him in because the money. Kuzma only gonna be making $3 million, so you're gonna have to put Danny Green. He makes 15, and then Avery at like 5. So that type of deal will have to happen. And now we have to see how would Kuzma fit with Indiana. So let's talk Indiana lineup. Who's their point guard? Malcolm Brogdon, and who they two? Jeremy Lamb. See, that's the thing. So they got Malcolm Brogdon, Jeremy Lamb.
Cool.
Who they 3?
They 3. I know Miles Turner to 5.
And Sabonis.
TJ Warren.
Sabonis to 4.
Who?
TJ Warren. TJ Warren.
TJ Warren.
So that's now I'm glad that you said that. TJ Warren, the scorer. Now, they don't like. See, that's another problem Indiana having. They don't like Sabonis and they said they're not playing good together. Sabonis and Turner. So that's another reason why Kuzma could definitely fit.
He can easily take Jeremy Lamb's spot.
You know what I'm saying? What's up, Dan?
What's going on?
Ain't nothing, Mr. Trevor.
All right. So what happened with the? I seen the Lakers won. I didn't get a chance to catch it. I was out doing something today.
They won. We talk about Kuzma had a good game. Dion played solid. Who else? Who else played solid?
KCP played solid.
KCP.
Of course, LeBron played solid.
The only thing I seen from that game was that LeBron that lobbed to Dwight. That's like the only thing I seen.
AD got an eye injury.
Yeah, AD got eye injury. Yeah.
Wait, who does?
AD.
AD?
He got poked in the eye.
What the hell happened to his eye? He got poked in the eye or something?
Yeah, they poked him in the eye. Yeah.
Oh, damn. Oh, he'll be fine. Oh, yeah. Shit.
Yep.
As long as it ain't nothing serious, they cool.
Yeah, he got poked in the eye. That's the thing.
I seen something the other day about I think Lou Williams left the bubble for a family emergency or something like that.
He said a family emergency, but the guys told me this last night. I was on live last night, and y'all say he got caught at somebody's concert. Who the concert he's at? Who concert he's at last night?
I didn't even know about this.
They said last night.
I
was on live last night, and they said that Lou Williams was seen at a rap concert at a club.
Wow. I knew something was fishy about that because, like, I'm not saying everybody's doing it, but lately, like, everybody's like, I gotta leave. I'll come right back. I'm leaving. I'm coming right back. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people recently been like, I'm leaving because I got something going on in my family. Like literally there's a lot of players that's done that recently.
Yeah, a lot of people said that. Problem with their family.
Like 20 players.
Yeah.
And see, the thing with that, you can't even. I never really knew that. My girl told me this one time, right? At job, I'm like, yo, I need to say. She said, you don't need to say all that. Just say you got family problems. So I said, I need to call out. She said, at job, you don't need to explain. All you have to do is say family problems. You don't need to say in detail, oh, my son has asthma and shit. They said you don't need to say none of that. They said all you need to explain to your employer that you have family issues. And a lot of people saying that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This man's at the Jack Harlow concert.
Jack Harlow, yeah. Yeah, they caught him at the Jack Harlow concert in the club.
That's a shame.
But you see, the media, like, they ain't talking about it. If there was somebody like KCP or somebody like that from the Lakers, it'll be all over ESPN.
When Monday come, I want to see this happen on Monday. When Monday come, if they don't talk about Monday, that's bad. Like you said, it'd have been KCP. Oh, don't let it have been Dion or JR. If it had been Dion or JR, it would have been over.
They would have had a field day.
Lakers may have to cut one of them.
Especially if it was JR.
Huh?
Especially if it was JR.
JR, they'd probably be like, man, we have to cut you. Because his reputation. Dion and JR, they wrote it so little and the media would have killed them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They'd got. You don't hear nothing about Lou Williams. I ain't know, and I still didn't. When you guys told me last night, I didn't see nothing on Twitter. I didn't see nothing about no Lou Williams. I still ain't see. I'm going by what you guys told me.
And man, to be honest, to see it, you got to look it up yourself.
That's
like
bad.
They're trying to hide it.
That's when you know you're hiding. Like some news automatically, so when you touch Twitter, it be on. Even Instagram with memes and stuff.
Because Jack Harlow deleted the post because he said it was an old post. He just missed Lou Williams. But how was it an old post when Lou Williams had the face mask on that the NBA gave him in the bubble in the picture?
and his song.
So how was it an old picture?
And his song just started popping.
Yep.
He said it was on Reddit. Yeah.
Lou Williams probably didn't even know who this man was a long time ago.
That's another thing. He didn't know he wasn't on. That guy just started that song. I just found out who he was. That song is popping.
Yep.
They got all type of remixes to it.
Yep, Lil Wayne and Tory Lanez.
Lil Wayne, Tory Lanez. That song, it's like the hottest song out right now. He says a long time ago. Stop it. And then like stop it. Everything was shut down. Things just started opening up, and it wasn't before the pandemic because, like you say, he had a mask on. Then he had the mask they gave him at the bubble. Like, come on.
And then that's dangerous. You hanging around other people. You can bring that stuff inside the bubble. There's supposed to be consequences right there.
It should. But it's know crazy. What? The owner want to be so cool and want everybody to like them. And they want to be so cool. So they trying to put this image, the Clippers is this, Clippers that. They trying to put that image out so bad that they like the new hot thing everybody should go to. But at the end of the day, it's about basketball.
Yep.
Oh, the league going to punch? Yeah, the league. I see the league doing something before the Clippers. I don't think Clippers going to do nothing, to be honest. I don't think the Clippers going to do nothing. But like you said, if that had been KCP, it would have been a problem. If it would have been JR or Dion, they'd have been calling for them to get
You would have been talking about it for 2 years.
They'd be saying they need to get cut. Them two. But KCP, they done went in, but not like Dion and JR. And that's the bias. I thought Woj was suspended. He the one I saw the news with the Tom Thibodeau. I saw it through him. Woj broke that. Well, I seen it on Twitter through Woj. I thought he was out, supposed to be out till August. They said.
Oh yeah, because I thought Shams reported it.
I saw Woj. I said, what is he doing here?
You know, Woj, I don't like Woj. Woj don't like the Lakers.
Yeah. You can see that, yeah.
He a Celtic fan.
My thing is, a team, you can like who you want to like, but I hate when they be like super duper biased and super, like how they do. Like, I don't like how they do, like with the Lakers, like with situations like this. Everybody bum. And then when they don't play, They all stars. You try to talk about Dwight Howard if he don't play.
Yeah, I get that too. Like when Dwight playing,
that's
it's just
true.
Dwight. What difference is he gonna make? But when Dwight ain't playing, how's LeBron gonna get past this team without Dwight? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Man. It's crazy.
But look what Steve just said. This is crazy. And this is true. How did Rashawn Holmes, all he did at the door, his mom bought him some wings.
Ah, for real?
Yeah, he got 10 days. Yeah, that's true.
How did he get 10 days and Zion's only getting 4?
That's what I'm saying.
They punished him that fast. They punished this man that fast. But Lou Williams, like it.
I want to see when him, Patrick Beverly, and them come back. Because, see, one thing we know the NBA going to try, they not giving them 10 days. The reason why they play the Lakers on Thursday. Clippers play the Lakers Thursday. They definitely ain't getting, if the Lou Williams and them come back today, they're not giving them 10 days. I guarantee you, if they come back today, they may get them 3 or 4 days. This way they get time to play the game. What y'all think?
Yep. You already know they're going to want them to play that game.
What y'all think?
I don't know what they're going to do. They do it different for everyone.
Ain't that like the first game? Like that's the first day back, right?
First game. Exactly. First game is Thursday.
They want them views up too. That's the game that they want everybody watch because they know everybody gonna watch that game.
Yep, that's what they want. They want their game to be watched.
Because technically, all of them are still gone. Lou Williams, Montrez, and
But just imagine
Patrick Beverly, Zubac.
Just imagine the storyline.
When they come back, technically, you're supposed to be 14-day quarantine. Technically.
Exactly.
I want to see this. Today's Saturday.
You already know they're going to get.
Let's say they come back tomorrow. Like he said, they gave Rasheed home, and he didn't even leave. He met his mom at the door. 10 days.
Crazy.
I mean, if they test negative,
you already know they're going to take it right
you don't need to go 14 days.
Huh?
I said if they test negative, you don't need to go 14 days.
Yeah, that's true, but they should still even just hold them because that ain't right. Because now if I'm Rashawn Holmes, I'll try to sue. Because why are they any better than him?
Yeah.
These people treating the Clippers players like they just superstars.
They made Zion 4 days, and I'm pretty sure the games are starting in 4 days, so they made it just on time. Because they want their money.
I guarantee them guys come back between tomorrow and Monday. They all gonna come back. I think they all together. Y'all getting dressed? What happened?
Yeah.
You're coming now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Just imagine if them was 4 Lakers players though. What's wrong with the Lakers player? They don't want to play with LeBron. I thought he was a good leader. Why did he leave the bubble?
That's what they would have said.
LeBron will get the blame. LeBron will get the blame too.
You could imagine Skip. I just think it's LeBron. Because they were saying a lot of junk before Avery Bradley and remember Howard and Avery Bradley was kind of siding with Kyrie views. They were talking trash to them. Yep. Oh, I don't think it's going to be a problem in the locker room. They don't see LeBron's view. They understand what Kyrie is. You know how that is.
But when we first signed Bradley, the media said Bradley was a bum.
They say he's washed up. He's like his days in Boston. That was it.
Crazy.
Like I just wonder what if Dwight Howard was like, "Oh no, I'm not playing," and then he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna play." Like I wonder what changed his mind.
Because he know by him playing, it helps him for his next contract.
He wants to sit out, but a lot of players didn't sit out with him, so he just kept him playing.
He get that ring, like they said, you get that ring. Because one thing, you get championship. A lot of guys gonna have to. If we win, it's not just gonna be Bron and AD. It's gonna be a couple guys play the part. So I don't know who them guys gonna be, but it's gonna be about 3 or 4. If you look at every championship, like let's say Toronto, Kawhi, Marcus played, had good games. Kyle Lowry, Pascal,
Van Vliet.
That's what I'm saying. Championship is always like 6, 7 players, never 1 or 2 players.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing where far as even it can line us up for a good trade if you know what I'm saying, if that need to be. But yeah, I'm probably come back on later on. I take my kids to a cookout right now. I get them dressed.
All right.
So yeah,
All
I'll be back later on. Thanks for coming through, fellas.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, no problem.
For sure.
Thanks.